you one thing, if a little green man pops out of me, I'm shooting first and asking questions later.
You are on the verge of destroying the entire universe.
Welcome to the Strange Podcast with Sam and Logan.
If you enjoy the show, please go to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you're listening, and please give us a good rating. If you want to share a story or have ideas for a future episode, you're welcome to visit us at www.thestrangepodcast.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
This is episode 13. I'm Logan Marks.
And I'm Sam Baxter. Today's January 7th, 2017.
And today we're going to be talking about whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, I thought, what the hell? Let's do a free-for-all.
Yeah, it's 2018, and took a little break.
Sorry, I said that wrong, didn't I? Shit.
You're like, what year is this?
Yeah, man. I thought it was 2017. Man.
It's like when you used to write the checks, and then the new year would come, and you're like still writing the fucking 2017 on there.
Yeah, I know. It's
for like the next month or so.
Yeah. 2017. All right, 2018. Welcome to 2018. We love you.
Did you do anything for New Year's?
Nah, man. I just hung out, just chilled, and just watched just the local stations, fireworks and stuff. But no, I didn't do much. How about you?
Oh man, we just hung out at home, ate pizza, and relaxed. Yeah.
Any good kind of pizza, or just like some of you guys homemade?
Oh no, we got the cowboy pizza.
Oh, cowboy pizza's good.
I love cowboy pizza.
Yeah, that's some good shit. Do they still have that in town, or do you have to go drive far to go get it?
No, it's there in town.
Okay.
It's the little podunk town that we have here.
Yeah. I just couldn't remember if it was still there. I remember it was there at one point, and I heard that the competition. I remember there used to be only one other pizza joint in town, and it was there for like 10 years, and then Papa Murphy's came in, and then the next night, like, their window was broken, and then Papa Murphy's, remember? they put in their shop, like, right across from the local pizza joint, and the next night, their window was broken and shit.
Yeah. Because everybody said that pizza place was a drug front.
You know what? I don't doubt it, man.
Because I don't know anybody who went in there and bought a pizza.
I tried it. It was there for like 10 years when I used to live there, and I remember I tried it one time. I was like, this is not good.
Yeah, it was like garbage, but it was open for such a long time. So I was like, man, this got to be a drug front.
Yeah. I could see that, man. I could see that. There could be a lot of meth being going on there, right? Yeah, slanging some coke. Oh, by the way, we have a shitty pizza here.
I know. You have to go in with like some sort of code word. I like some extra cheese. If you know what I mean? All winking at him.
I know. It was horrible, man. You never tried it at all?
I did one time, and it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I had it one time as well.
So when they put the Papa Murphy's in there, I was like, all right, finally some pizza in town.
Papa Murphy's is pretty legit.
Yeah. So we had some of that and just kind of hung out and
watch movies and stuff.
That morning we went to go see Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it was okay. There were some things I didn't like about it. There were some things.
There's a lot of things I didn't like. I'll talk about that.
I got some things to say, and I'm gonna say them right now.
A few things on my chest that I want to say. And don't get me wrong, man. I'm a fanboy. I love the series, but this one just irked me quite a bit.
Yeah,
bullshit.
Like I like Star Wars, but I'm not like a super fan.
Yeah. I know you've never been a real big fanboy like me, and other people are.
All the people we kind of grew up with. I was just kind of like that.
Yeah, you enjoyed it, but you didn't hate it, but it wasn't a big deal to you.
I was more when I saw it. I was more when I grew up. I was more interested in like the special effects and how they did it. Yeah, and that got me into like doing filmmaking and got me into doing like when I started doing commercials. Star Wars was the reason why.
Oh, I got you.
When I did like TV commercials and stuff, it's because being in TV production, I thought that stuff was amazing. Like with the green screens, and at the time like the little models and all that stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was cool.
Yeah, that's why I liked it.
I mean, even like how they did everything. I mean, the Rancor, remember in Return of the Jedi? I mean, it was just like a little model that they used to make it move. Yeah, it was so big and realistic in the movie. It was like, damn, that thing was crazy.
Yeah, like all that stuff I thought was really cool. Like everybody else, like, and the story was pretty good too. I mean, and I did like it, but I was never much of a fanboy.
Yeah, I know you like the special effects. I like the story. I thought the story was great, and I like a good story. I'm pretty anal about things like that, like good stories and continuity in stories, and so that's why this one kind of just didn't make sense. It kind of went off the rails. Like let me start out. Like first of all, like I mean, you just saw it, so it's fresh in your mind. I mean, like at the beginning, remember when they were chasing the rebel ships, And I don't know why they couldn't like take them out. Like they couldn't send some TIE fighters out and just start wasting them. Just start blasting their shields down.
Yeah, that did make.
Yeah, like sense. They just let's just wait them out. Let's just wait till they run out of gas.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit here and wait and see what happens.
Yeah, let's just hang out and just shoot at them and we'll just follow them and that's it. It's like you could have just wiped them out, Hux. And Hux didn't do that. He just fucking sat back.
That's what I didn't understand.
I didn't understand that
because they had that one main battleship, right, and then they had all those other Death Destroyers or whatever that were behind them.
Yeah, and they had all the TIE fighters.
Yeah, so I don't understand why they all just sat there and did nothing.
Yeah, we'll just wait them out. And then another thing that was weird that never happened before in any of the series is when Kylo Ren, when he flew into their ship and he destroyed their hangar. Mm-hmm. Remember? Yeah. They never. I mean, that's what you have shields for. That's why no ship has ever flown into another one and destroyed shit and then flew out. And that's like, how the fuck did that happen? They had their shields up. We knew they had shields because they were getting shot from behind and their shields were holding, right? And then as he's flying out and he's gonna shoot his mom she's in the bridge and he decides not to, and then the other ships shoot the bridge and destroy it. And it's like, what? Like, there's no shield on that? The most important part where everybody's. I mean, Admiral Akbar and Princess Leia should have died.
I know that. But, yeah, that really annoyed me. Like, she's floating around space, and then she's all like Mary Poppins flying back with her. I thought that was really stupid.
A lot of people did, and a lot of people thought that was really ridiculous. And the only reason that I could say, like, okay, maybe she had learned the Force enough to be able to sustain her life, hold it back, not dying and fly back in. But the thing I don't get is when they open that door, why didn't all the air, suck out, the pressure just
I know,
suck out? Remember the door just opened, they pulled her in. And it's like, that's all open space.
That's what I thought too.
Like, why didn't anything, there was nothing to pressurize the cabin.
Didn't any of the writers like ask anybody in science who knew anything about space?
I mean, even like, fuck, I think they were doing shit in the 70s. They were able to do that. And Alien, remember Alien was like in 79. They had that shit down.
That's like 5th grade education.
It is, man. There's no air in space. If there's air in an area in space, it's gonna suck it out. It would have
sucked all the air out of that ship as soon as that door opened.
And they just opened it up and pulled her in. It's like, what the fuck? See, like I said, the Mary Poppins thing, okay, whatever. But that part, after that, was a little bit dumb. I mean, when they pulled her in, and then the lady that took over, that purple hair, that Halda.
Oh, that would annoyed me.
Why did she have to keep all that shit a secret from Poe?
That's what I was saying.
What was the point of that?
Because they only had like 18 hours. Because
what was the secret? What was the secret of just not telling them?
I know.
And then he goes off on another side mission with what's his name, Finn and Tico, Rose Tico, and they go off and they do that other side mission to that poor place, that casino. And then when they got done, they didn't even get what they needed to do. They got sold out by Benicio del Toro, and they didn't get anything done. That was like a whole side thing that didn't even need to happen.
Yeah, I know.
There was nothing that was resolved. And when they said that they need to find like a locksmith or something, I thought they were going to find Lando, to tell you the truth.
They should have. That's what should have happened,
I know. I thought Lando was going to be the smuggler, the scum, or whoever was going to be there. It would have been cool if it was Lando.
Yeah, I don't know.
But no, it didn't make any sense. Like that whole series. And then you think about it, sorry, but if you think about it, at the end, remember Rose was talking about how all those, slave kids and people there have to take care of all the animals, and all the rich people there are just, living it up. Basically like a Vegas style. Yeah. And at the end, when they're on the beach and they're just kind of talking, and he's like, yeah, well, at least we wrecked this place. We did some damage. Remember Finn was saying that to Tico? If you think about it, who the fuck's going to clean all that up? It's going to be all the slaves. The slaves, and you made more work for them. They didn't make things easier. They didn't solve anything.
I like how they rescued the animals, but they didn't do anything to help the slaves.
Oh, the people, they fucking left them there. Oh, you guys, you stay here because you need to fix our mess. It's like that didn't help anything. That whole side mission was for nothing.
It's almost like they got sponsored by PETA, and they were like, "Okay, we're gonna save all these animals. Damn it, we're gonna save all these animals, and we'll make sure that you don't save those little kids because they're pieces of shit."
Yeah, leave the humans. And there's a lot of people like that. I know people who love animals, and they don't care if humans die, but they don't want to see any animals die. Yeah, I think we've talked about this. Like, man,
what was her name? The Chinese girl.
Rose Tico.
Yeah, she just felt like really forced, like they tried to just push her in there, and then she had like that weird kiss at the end, and she was just too cheesy.
Okay,
and
so Finn,
I just didn't like her character.
Okay, so Finn was gonna finally, like, remember in the first one he was a big pussy running from the whole First Order.
Yeah.
And then on this one, he finally decides, like, you know what, I'm gonna be a man. I'm gonna fucking destroy that cannon and save everybody. And what happens? Rose comes in and knocks him out the way, and she gives some speech about how you need to save what you love. And I don't know the exact, quote word for word, but I mean, it's like he was saving the humans. He was what he was trying to do. He was sacrificing himself to save all the rest of the rebels, and you fucking thwarted that. So that's like, what was the point of doing that? Like, why did you do that?
Well,
and then when they crashed. Why didn't the AT-ATs shoot down at them and kill them?
I know, they just like left him down there.
And then he pulls her back. He drags her all the way back on the salt flats, all the way back into the base. Remember?
Yeah.
He drug her all the way back. It's like, why did none of them shoot at them?
There's a lot of stuff that was wrong, and it's kind of sad because it could have been a really good movie if they if they kind of. And then another thing that really bothered me is like with Luke Skywalker. They made his character just completely awful.
A pussy.
Yeah, he's like,
they made him bad, man. I mean, okay, look in the first, like, episodes 4, 5, and 6. He was a young boy. He wanted to know more. He was a bit erratic, but he persevered. He learned. He went and faced evil when he was not ready.
Well, it was that whole thing is like the whole point was that he went through all that crap to save his father.
He had to persevere. Yeah, he persevered. And on this one, he's like, "Done. I'm just here to die. I'm just gonna die out."
Even though I did all that shit before to help my dad to get on the good side, and I succeeded.
Everything.
And I
helped destroy the Emperor. Everything I did and I stood for and I handled. And no, I give up because I was building the Jedis and my nephew fucking wasted.
Yeah, he might have had some evil in him. Well, so did his dad. So why all of a sudden this?
So does he.
So does he. Yeah.
and then when he they allegedly fought each other when his nephew was asleep. Remember when Kylo was asleep and he collapsed the house on him? Oh, he must have thought I was dead and he went out. I was like, what the fuck? He couldn't sense that you were alive? What do you mean he thought you were dead? You were fucking just under some fucking
he's
wood.
Supposed to be like the...
And he can't sense. Yeah, you're super strong Jedi, and he's in tune with the Force, and he's already got some dark side in him, so he knows some shit. Yeah. And you tell me he can't sense that you're like alive under there, just fucking knocked out.
Yeah, he's all like he's all spiritually making out with Rey, but he can't fucking feel his uncle like 5 feet away.
Yeah, I know. He must have thought I was dead. And then Snoke. Okay, there was so much theories of who Snoke was, and who
Oh, that annoyed me.
Everyone was thinking Mace Windu and everything, right? And then all of a sudden he like dies like in 4 minutes in, 5 minutes in, and that's it. Nope, you don't even know anything about him. Yeah, that story is irrelevant. Same as Rey's parents. Oh, there were nobodies. Yeah. They sold you off to slavery for booze or whatever. so all that's irrelevant, right?
Yeah.
Even though we were thinking, there was so many theories. Oh, is it Luke's, daughter, illegitimate daughter, right?
Yeah.
maybe he was in a bar and he porked some woman and he had a baby with Roy. It's just all kinds of shit that they just threw it out the window. It's almost as if I feel like the director just wanted to. He saw all these things, all these theories. He's like, nope, I'm gonna fucking go 180 on everybody. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna fuck everybody's world up. Yeah. All these theories are really good, but I'm just gonna fucking throw all those out the window, and everyone's gonna be mad, and I'm gonna just laugh at you. That's almost like what he did.
Like he didn't give a shit.
I mean, and then the back to the purple hair lady, Hulda, the kamikaze. I mean, why couldn't she have done that sooner? Why did she have to wait till the end? I mean, couldn't they have set a timer on a ship and had it do it, while they were trying to get away?
Yeah.
While she was getting away with the rest of the rebels? I mean, why did she have to be on board? Why couldn't another ship do it? I mean, they lost, medical ships. Remember that medical freighter? Mm-hmm. And everything that went down. And and just, after all that, lying to Poe and, him having to go around and do that stupid side mission that had nothing to do with, that solved anything. It's like, really, this doesn't make any sense. It's like... And then one of the things that really also annoyed me was Rey when she showed up in the Falcon at the end, the Millennium Falcon. Okay, how did she escape the First Order with the Falcon? Nobody decided to shoot her down. When she fled.
Maybe she had the Force, the super strong Force.
Yeah, yeah. She had minimal training, so she goes off and to take on, show up with Snoke and Kylo. Didn't make any sense. So she gets away from them. There's nobody shot her down. I mean, wouldn't it have been easier for her to steal like a, one of their own, like, TIE fighters or something and get away? But no, she just gets away and she shows up there, no problem. It's like, just didn't make any sense.
Yeah, it was all, like I said, like it if it wasn't a Star Wars movie, it would have probably been better, because it would have been like just another sci-fi movie.
Sure.
But the fact that it was a Star Wars movie and they just didn't go with any of like the plot lines from the past, or try to at least keep it consistent, it just kind of made it worse for me.
It just ruined, yeah. And then J.J. Abrams, he did the first one. He had all these things that just he has all these webs that start feeling everywhere, just like he did with Lost. And just like Lost had so many things that it piqued everybody's interest, but he couldn't answer all of them. And so that's why the show it's labeled as one of the worst endings for a series, is because it didn't explain everything. People want to know what things are. And then this one, I think he was probably doing the same shit. He was like, yeah, I'm going to go on all these different tangents. And maybe he just didn't have answers to all of them. He just like, I'm just going to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, that's why Lost. That's why a lot of people, I mean, I liked Lost. Don't get me wrong. But when it got to the last season and the last, few episodes and then the finale, I was like, this is bullshit. There were just, spoiler, they're in purgatory.
Yeah.
They're not, it's real dumb. It doesn't even, it's like lazy ending. Oh, guess what? It was all a dream,
Yeah, I know.
It's like what?
It was just lazy writing was a lot of it. But.
It was. And I think, like they said, they went on too many tangents. They couldn't explain everything. So they just had to kind of just wrap it up with some stupid shitty thing. Yeah, and then like on this, that like Snoke, everyone was wondering, like I said, who Snoke was. And are they going to explain it? It doesn't seem like it. He's out of the picture now.
Yeah, it was kind of pissed me off, because I'm like, why would you build this guy up in the first movie, and then all of a sudden have him just die with like a lightsaber accident kind of thing?
Exactly. Yeah. And he just gets cut in half.
It's almost like remember Darth Maul, how everybody was all excited because he looked pretty badass, and they thought he was gonna.
Yeah. And you saw him fight though, at least.
Yeah, but like they killed him off as soon as, like, he was only on there for like, he only had maybe like 10 minutes of screen time, and they should have kept him through the whole thing. It would have been a lot better.
Well, you know what? He had more screen time than Snoke did. So, we didn't see Snoke do shit. I mean, Snoke was on for a good 4 minutes, and then half of it he was just standing there and he was just choking a few of them, and for Kylo Ren being like pretty, having Jedi training, having dark side training, to fight those guards, I don't think he was that good. I felt like he was kind of like a shitty fighter.
Well,
he didn't see, remember when Snoke's guards, when him and Rey were fighting the guards, those red guys? I don't feel like they were that badass. I feel like they were barely getting by.
Well, he got his ass kicked by Rey and Finn, and they weren't even trained fighters.
That's what I'm saying. And he's supposed to, between that one and this one, remember he left to go get more training with Snoke, so he should have even been better on this one. Because remember at the end of the second one, they picked him up, so Snoke's like, bring him back. I'm going to continue to finish his training. So he should have been even better in this one. I agree. He shouldn't have lost to Rey and to, Finn on the first one. Well, he didn't lose to Finn, but, to Rey.
And then, like, yeah, with Finn, another thing I really don't like about, like, her character is, like, she's just good at everything. Like, she just goes everywhere and she just knows how to do everything. Like, there's no growth in that character. That's what I don't like about. Like, the first one, I thought it was okay, but there's really no growth in it, because she's just kind of just going along and she's like, oh, I'm doing everything. I don't have to learn. Even when she went to go talk to Skywalker, she really didn't have to learn shit from him. No, she just sat on that fucking rock, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, okay, I'm a superhuman now.
Well, part of that is what I don't get is I don't understand if they do that. But remember how she jumped in that hole, where all that water was? Mm-hmm. She grew up on a planet that's all desert with like minimal, like barely any water. How does she know how to swim? Remember that?
That's true.
Remember she jumped in that water? She grew up on a planet with like hardly any water, like maybe 4%, the planet's water, and that's being generous, right? Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like I said, she knew how to do everything. Like she has no weaknesses.
There was nothing that could stop her, right? I was just like, fuck. Man, how did she jump in there? Like, I know she doesn't have showers and baths on Jakku, That place looked all.
And she hasn't even lost a hand yet. Even Luke was defeated, like in the second one. Wasn't it the second one where he was hanging up from the bottom of it? And the
second
and
one,
you're like,
Empire Strikes
yeah.
Back.
And so you're thinking, oh man, he's defeated and he needs to come back and he's he needs to learn more.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's been humbled.
Yeah, he's been humbled, but she's like,
he was humbled. She lifted all the rocks.
Like,
Remember, she lifted all the rocks to get him out. It's like, what? You already got all that? You're that good already to do that? And then Luke, like, oh, it's basically just passing the torch. Oh, the fight's just gonna begin. Like the Jedi aren't dead. Oh, she's already a Jedi. Is that what you're telling me? Fuck, man. Like, I know a lot of people who don't like, who enjoy the canon that hated this because it disagrees with everything you know about Luke. And so a lot of people were really pissed off with the whole storyline. It just didn't make any... a lot of people like the books. Like Luke having families, Luke going to the dark side. I mean, he's basically like a gray Jedi when he comes out because Leia saves him, pulls him back. And there's like a lot of good storylines about that. And then he's so strong because he knows the dark side and the light. Yeah. He's able to like pull down Star Destroyers and AT-ATs. So honestly, when he walked out there, before I knew he was a hologram, I thought he was going to destroy those AT-ATs.
Oh, yeah.
Again, stupid me. I'm all hoping for the best, and all I do is get the word, and then I get a hologram, and then he dies in hologram form. He just disappears, and he's done.
I thought, what is the reason for him to die? I mean, nothing. He's not struck by nothing, or he's not.
Well, you can always argue that. Remember, Ben did that. If you kill me now, I'll be stronger than you can ever imagine. Okay, that's.
Yeah, but at least he was struck by something.
It was dumb.
Yeah.
I mean. All those blasters went at him, shot at him. If you can say that, his body will die when his hologram gets hit, he should have died with all those blasters. Remember targeting on him? With all those AT-AT, remember? Kylo Ren's like, shoot at them! And everybody shot at him, and he just walked out. So you thought he was going to do something good. And he didn't swing that lightsaber at all, man. He just...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was pretty...
And then
Go ahead.
And then the last thing I got to say is Captain Phasma. Remember the woman with the gold, the stormtrooper?
Yeah, I was going to mention her.
Remember how she was like, I'm like, why don't all the stormtroopers equipped with that type of armor? Like, that armor seems pretty badass. It deflects, laser shots. And she's the only one that got it. And then I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, in the scene she has her gun. The next scene she doesn't, and Flynn goes at her fighting. And you finally see a little piece of her eye, and allegedly she dies. I mean, I'm assuming she does because she falls in those flames, and she's got to cook in that big old meat grinder. She's got to cook in her suit, her barbecue pit. Because that suit seemed like it held in and it held out a lot of anything. So again, she'll probably be alive.
You think she'll be alive? I don't know. They killed off Darth Maul. They might just kill her off too.
Yeah, but that was Lucas handling that. This wasn't fucking Disney. Disney's just passing the torch on everything. They don't want to. Anybody who's associated with it, they're killing off.
Yeah. Well, she might come back. I mean, I'm pretty sure Disney's gonna keep. I mean, they gotta keep milking that cow until it's dead. So.
Oh, they're gonna, man. They have plenty because they can just keep the story going on. They can just keep introducing new people to new people to new people. As soon as these ones fade out, people get tired.
Maybe they'll make another Star Wars Christmas special.
Yeah, Life Day. Remember that with Chewbacca's Life Day? That was horrible. Do you remember when we were kids? They used to have that Ewok show.
Oh
yeah, like a spin-off?
Was it the cartoon or you're talking about the?
No. It was actual.
Yeah,
show.
they had
It was like with what's his name, Widget or something.
They had like a movie too, or like a.
It was a little series.
Yeah, like a little series, like a mini series.
Yeah, I remember watching that because I wanted everything Star Wars. I wanted to know the whole universe of it. I was supporting it. Yeah, it was good back then, right? I mean, except for Life Day.
I kind of want to watch it again. It's usually on YouTube. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, maybe. It's been a while. It was hard to watch. It was real bad.
Yeah, it's something we grew up with. It's in our hearts.
I know. Like, it's nothing good.
Yeah, it's in our hearts. It's been around, just like Batboy.
Batboy, yeah. Batboy, the Weekly World Reader. Do you remember that magazine?
Oh man, I love that magazine.
Weekly World News.
Weekly World News. Man,
yeah, remember that? Remember it had all those. I remember being real young and thinking, "Holy shit!" There's already like a chupacabra type thing that's having sex.
Yeah,
it's having sex with all these.
I remember the
this half alligator, half half mermaids they're under the city of Seattle that are running things. It was always all these weird ass.
I remember our uncle used to have it at his house, and like we'd always go there on the weekends. And that's when I used to read it, and we'd sit there like our parents would be talking, and I'd sit there and read that.
We'd just be looking at that
and read all this, try to read all the
stories.
Yeah,
yeah, that was some good shit.
I remember, but one of my favorite stories was how they were talking about how they were going to protect the world from alien attacks by projecting beautiful people into space, because the aliens would think we were so ugly because they
yeah. So, projecting beautiful people.
Yeah, because they would project like the image of beautiful people, and aliens would be coming like, "Oh, that's so ugly. I don't want to go to that planet."
Yeah,
to them, like we'd be really ugly.
Yeah, be hideous and stuff.
Oh god, this is stories like that just cracked me up.
They were fantastic. They were fantastic. Is that magazine still out? Do you know?
I don't know if it's still out or not. But it's probably.
You know what? If it was out, I would probably get a subscription to it. To tell you the truth, I would. I mean, that would be something I would put by the shitter, and I would read that.
I wonder if it's got to be online.
I'm sure it's online, but that's not the same. I always liked having that. Remember that it was always wasn't it like a page 5 girl? Remember some girl like in a bikini?
Yeah.
In a swimsuit. That was some hot chick. It didn't even belong with the rest of all the content. It didn't. One of the things I remember was, I don't remember the name, but I remember they were talking about scientists found in hell, they found the devil's real father, and he's like 10 times worse, or his uncle. It was the devil's uncle. And it was like, if you think the devil's bad, he's like 20 times worse. We better hope that he never gets out. It was like,
it was his devil's uncle?
Yeah, it was the devil's uncle. And it's like, if you think the devil's bad, like his uncle, whatever his name was, Steve, or whatever.
You don't want to mess with
Johnny.
You want to mess with Uncle Tiberius because he's crazy.
Yeah, he's worse.
Just got out of jail.
There was like a story on it. And I was like, oh shit. I remember being real young. I'm thinking, oh shit, like there's another one that's worse than the devil. But I remember that was one of the stories. Like, oh man, it was just. But Batboy was like, basically, Batboy I feel like was like the mascot for the magazine. Wasn't he?
You know what, they actually do sell subscriptions.
Do they?
Yeah. They sell the Weekly World News official store is pleased to offer limited quantities of original vintage issues.
Oh man, that's cool.
So for $9.95, you can get a 5-pack vintage issues bundled for the Weekly World News.
That's gold, man. Dang, that's a good price. Weekly World News.
But
I was looking, I was remembering, I was looking up, and like in June 23rd in 1992 is when Batboy was first discovered. He was discovered in a hellhole cave in Pendleton County, West Virginia, by Dr. Ron Dillon.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember he found him?
Yeah.
And I remember after he found him, he kind of like, he was kind of around and got away. And then scientists and U.S. government officials were always trying to catch him. You remember that? He was always eluding them. He was always getting caught, but then he'd make some type of daring escape.
Yeah, he was just like this awesome
like
super
spy.
spy.
Yeah. They were always they would always catch him, but he'd just get away. And he was like, I remember like he was like somewhat moral. Like he would steal cars, but he would help the needy. He was like Robin Hood.
He was like the real Batman.
He was a real Robin Hood, man. And they said like every 3 years he would like shed his wings and regenerate a new pair. But this is when it got good, man. This is when it got good. I got a few tags that I looked up, and I remembered reading them, because I remember reading them as a kid, but I don't remember the dates. Yeah. But August 14, 2003, he ran for governor in California, but that's when Schwarzenegger won instead. Yeah. He lost out to the team, right? He lost out to Arnold.
Was he actually on the ticket? I wonder.
He ran for governor, but he lost. and then 3 years later, in October 2006, he was caught on film riding the top of a New York subway car. It was rumored that he was living in the tunnels there in New York. So he was there. He lived there for a couple years, and then in 2008 he came out. and he endorsed John McCain for president. but he switched to Obama soon after. he changed his endorsement.
Well, it shows he has morals, like he doesn't. He's not.
He did, and then he did. He was really into. He was becoming an advocate for the country. And then a month later, man, in November of 2008, he was seen protesting the passing of Proposition 8. so he became a protester. He was of the people. He was a people person.
And he doesn't toe the party line. That's what I like about him. He just goes where he thinks is the moral.
Exactly.
He has a moral compass.
Exactly. Yeah, he's not going to toe the line. And so scientists, they've always believed that he belongs to a race of creatures who have always interacted with humans for like the last 400 years. And also, I remember this a little bit, but he's a decorated U.S. Marine. I don't know if you knew.
Is he really?
Yeah, he. So he's authorities are kind of confused with him because he does bad stuff. He steals cars and stuff. Uh-huh. He bites kids, but he served his country and he was a super patriot on the front lines of Afghanistan and Iraq.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if you knew this. Okay, this is in the history books. All you kids listen, this is in the history books. But after the nuclear fallout, as a result of the Cuban-Jamaican Wars, he was now known to wander the wastelands of Jamaica, searching for hippopotamus droppings to sell on the white market. That's what he was doing after the nuclear fallout of Jamaica. So,
man, he gets around.
Yeah, he did, man. I mean, he was doing a lot. He was doing a lot for the country.
Like I'm on Wikipedia and I'm looking at some of the titles on here, and one of the ones that kind of popped up at me is J-Lo seeing Batboy behind Ben Affleck's back.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
oh man.
So yeah, one of them was like, it was like a timeline. Like, is Batboy learning how to talk? Bat child attacks girl.
Didn't he get married at one point?
He might have, but there was, like I said, in the Army one. He was training with the U.S. Army in 2001. Remember Afghanistan after 9/11? Yeah. Right after that, the next month, or November 20th, 2001, he was training with the U.S. Army. Yeah. And he met George Bush at Camp David in 2001, like a week later.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and he stormed Afghanistan with the U.S. Marines in December, like a month after that. And then in December 18th, this is when he got kind of bad. He bit Santa Claus.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I know.
After all the good he was doing, then he went and did that.
He was, man. That's what I'm saying. Remember, he does good and bad.
That's true.
He's conflicted, right? But in 2003, he went to war, and one of the people they were saying, like the soldiers there were like saying, they were all hailing, "Thank God we sent Batboy into Iraq." he was a ringer, man. He was the ace up the
ace in the hole, huh?
Yeah, he was. Because in 2004, Batboy led U.S. troops to Saddam. so he got Saddam. He caught Saddam. He led the troops to him, and then in 2004 in April, he was going to be knighted by the Brits.
Oh, really?
So the Brits they appreciated him for what he did, and then in 2004 also June, he tried out for American Idol.
I would really want to see that YouTube clip of him doing it.
Yeah. No, the next one that I don't know if you saw this show or not. I was a fan of this show. I thought it was a great show, and I'm not really into westerns at all, but this was a pretty good one. But did you know he joined the cast of Deadwood?
Oh, Deadwood was a good show. I don't remember. Yeah, was he in the background or what?
I don't know. He joined the cast. It was in the Weekly World Weekly World News. He was in the cast. So yeah, he joined the cast, and then in 2007, the police arrested him.
Oh, now
he's been cited in upstate New York. He just keeps getting away, and he's so like popular and everything that they even have a musical called Batboy, the musical.
He's got his own musical.
So he's got his own musical, man. You can watch his life. You can watch everything about him. I mean, he is that popular. He is that much of a patriot.
Oh, it's in London. Batboy musical knocks him dead in London, even.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Batboy's the man. Batboy's achieved a lot, man. He's achieved quite. I mean, the Weekly World News has chronicled it, so we have them to thank.
So I wonder if he has a handler, like someone like takes him to these things, or like he just like just goes around and does all.
I think he just goes around. I feel like he's on his own, like he's a loner.
Like he's like like that kung fu. He just like travels the earth and
he's a free spirit. Yeah, he's a free spirit. Yeah, what was that show? Kung Fu. What was that? Remember he's all wandering. Remember David Carradine, that shitty character. Remember like when they redid it, and every time he was gonna fight, like everyone wanted to fight him. I just want peace. It's probably because you're too old to fight, and you don't really know how to fight, and you shouldn't have got this role. Bruce Lee should have. But it was always I want peace. Remember it was always, and he would never fight. It's like, man. Fuck you, David Carradine.
You're still mad.
Man.
Still mad because you took Bruce Lee's parts.
Yeah, man. Bruce should have had that.
He should have.
Bruce should have had that all the way. So have you been following any news going around at all? You hear about those kids in that forest? Those YouTubers?
What's it called? Logan.
That Japanese forest.
Logan Paul. Yeah, I guess he got in big trouble. He got in big. I guess.
Man,
he got a lot of hate.
You guys got the same name, huh?
Well, hopefully they don't mix me up with him. But yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's a forest by the Fuji Mountain. It's like northwest of the Fuji Mountain. And right in that forest, I guess a lot of people go there to commit suicide. So he went to go there because it's also been people think it's haunted, and he was going to go there to go film it to see what was going to happen. But you know what? There are a lot of suicides that happen there. So like,
yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, so the way it seemed when he went there, like he was actually trying to catch something like that on video.
Right, so his point there was to like, was he trying to be like show like he's tough, or was he trying to look for some ghosts or something, or what was he trying to?
I think he was just trying to get views because that's all he does. I mean, him and his brother Jake, they basically film their lives, and they go out and they just do stupid shit, cause fucking trouble for people, and they just act like jerk offs. And so he goes there and they're going through the forest. And they find a dead body in there. Some guy had hung himself.
Oh shit!
And it had just been recently. And so they're filming it, and they videotape it. He did blur the face, but still they go in there and he starts cracking jokes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and he's and the thing is, it's not like I can understand if it was a live broadcast.
Sure.
And he got there and he's all.
Maybe he thinks it's a hoax or something.
Maybe he thinks it's a hoax, or maybe even then sometimes when people get nervous, they laugh,
sure,
or try to
lighten the mood,
try to lighten the mood, because they're nervous, they don't know what they don't know how to react to it.
Mm-hmm.
But he did that, but it was all edited. So he
knew that the guy was dead.
Yeah, so he knew the guy was dead.
Released it.
Yeah, so when he released it, he knew the guy was dead, and he was still he should have just like not filmed it at all, put it down, or even do something else, like, hey, or even talked about it, sat there and talked about it, saw what he saw and put and put some sort of like the helpline stuff on there. It's like,
so
hey,
he was actually joking about it.
Yeah, but he was actually joking about it, messing around, cool. just being a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I guess Japan's like one of that area there, I guess, is one of the highest rated places for suicide.
Japan is?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I guess because a lot of them they're overworked.
Oh yeah, I heard that. They do too much work, and they get a little too stressed, right?
Yeah, they get a lot of stress, and I guess a lot of them decide, like, I think in 2007 it was like 25.8 deaths out of like 100,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty good chunk. I mean, it's gone down to like 17.3%.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
So I guess like there's a good chance you can find somebody who had hung themselves, or a lot of people go there and they hang themselves from the trees, or they take poisons and they go there because they think it's a forest area. They can go there and kind of nobody will find them, so nobody knows if they disappeared or or whatever.
Oh man. So this guy he came across the body. He filmed it, cracking jokes, And you said he blew it out the face, but then he released it, and there's like a backlash, right?
Yeah, so there was like a huge backlash. So everybody like on YouTube this week has been like making videos about, he's a piece of shit. He should, basically. I think what most people were concerned about was that the fact that YouTube, because when they put it up there, he was like trending, like on the top 10.
Oh shit!
So basically, YouTube
they let it go.
They let it go. They didn't promote it because he's one of their boys.
Jeez.
So then people got pissed off. It was more
traffic for their site.
Yeah, so people got pissed off, and people were like, were posting stuff about how they don't, he needs to go. They need to get rid of him, and so then YouTube was demonetizing and getting rid of their videos about people talking shit about him. So that's kind of bullshit. It's like they're gonna let him, because basically what he put up there was against their guidelines.
That's weird that he was able to post and keep it up for, what do you say, a week?
Well, he kept it up for a day.
Oh, for a day. Okay.
And then he took it down because he got such backlash for it.
Okay.
And then he wrote like some sort of apology letter, and it was kind of a half-assed one where he was talking about like this is what I do. It's like I film, and people got even more pissed off. So then he got on there and he posted another video, and he was apologizing about it. Said that what he did was undefensible and stuff.
So did you see the video?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Is it pretty bad? I haven't seen it.
It was really disrespectful. I mean, like if I were to go up there and I saw that, you should just put the cameras away and
call for help.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did call for help, but they filmed all of it.
And then they exploited it, put it on YouTube and the video and
yeah.
Yeah, what a that's kind of fucked up. That is pretty fucked up. That place, yeah. I've heard about that. And I think there was even a movie for that, right? Like not too long ago that came out.
Yeah, there's been like movies and a couple.
There's been movies for that.
A couple books about it.
Yeah, it sounds like that place is pretty. It's pretty like what's the word? Like sad and somber and like you said, people go there just to die. Like,
well, I guess
it's just a perfect place.
Well, I guess what it used to be is like from what I've read, it's kind of like a place where like when the family member would get too old and they couldn't feed another person.
Oh shit! Just send them out there, let them.
They would
die?
they go out there and let them die so that they can so they can feed the rest of the family. Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, that's part of the mythos about it, and a lot of people think it's haunted.
Yeah, I've heard of that too. Maybe for a disclaimer, I'll give out the hotline, suicide number hotline, 1-800-273-8255. So if anybody ever has any problems,
definitely call that number because
don't do anything rash. There's always somebody willing to help you.
Because everybody feels like that at some time.
Yeah, they do.
Everybody feels at a time where they don't feel like the world's just too much for them and they can't go on.
Yeah, don't do anything rash. Somebody will miss you.
Yeah.
There's
always somebody who's gonna miss you. Yeah.
Once again, it's 1-800-273-8255. That's cool. So is he off YouTube now or is he still on?
He's still on there as far as I know. He's still on there. Well, it's going to be one of those things to see what happens. See if YouTube actually steps up and
kicks him off.
Does something about it. But yeah. Well, the thing is like they have the YouTube Red, right?
Yeah.
You've heard of that?
Yes. Pay service.
So he's got a couple shows on there with them.
So so they've invested in him.
They invested a lot of money in him.
So what, man? They're owned by Google. They can take a hit on that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Well,
it's not like they're a startup. They're not a startup or anything. They got money.
Yeah. Well, there was that other guy, that PewDiePie.
What happened with there?
It was a guy. He was like one of the biggest YouTubers. Mm-hmm. And a while ago he did some things with like where there was this website where I think it was a website or something where people you pay the money and they'll say things they'll say whatever you want. Mm-hmm. And he had him say some Nazi stuff. He said some stupid shit and they pretty much crucified him.
Some anti-Semitic shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can look on YouTube and you can see like YouTube people who have been banned or who have ruined their careers, and maybe this guy will be one of them. I mean, maybe he's gonna fucking have to go out and get a real job instead of making those stupid videos, right?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not hating on you YouTube people who make money. I mean, hey, I'm trying to make money too. We both are. But I mean, I'm not trying to put somebody's death out on.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
To get some hits.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the judgment police, but that's not something I would do. And I don't think you would do it either.
Let's move on to something a little more.
Yeah, let's do a little more upbeat. What do we got?
So what do you got? What are you gonna do? We got any plans for the new year? You got any New Year's resolutions?
One Why even say them?
I'm gonna
get good grades. Good. No,
I'm gonna stay the same asshole I was last year.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a bigger dickhead than I was last year. I'm gonna get more people to hate me, and I'm gonna try and get kicked out of more bars. Man, I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe just try to eat more vegetables. Be a little bit, something more like that. Veggies are always good. How about you? You got anything good?
I don't really want to do anything because I already like the way I am.
Hey, that's right, man. Hey, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. I'll probably try to eat a little better. I probably need to.
But, yeah, that's what we all say, right?
Yeah, that's always the thing. That always cracks me up though, because like the gyms are always like super packed.
They're always packed in January. Up until
February.
In February, they all jump off.
Yeah,
it just dips off. I know.
It's completely.
You want to join a gym, join in January because that's when they have like the sales and stuff.
I guess that's how they make a lot of their money because they
do
because they get most of them from the membership fees, and then they're hoping that you don't come back.
Exactly. They do. They do. Only the the meatheads go in there and they pump iron like every night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's usually people join in January and they pay all year.
Do you do gym membership?
No, I don't.
I haven't done one.
I don't want to get cut in that. Do you do one?
No, I haven't done one in a long time. When I was younger, I did, but I usually just stay home and do the P90X when I do work out. They do make a lot of money from you doing that. They count on people just joining in January and quitting in February, and they just got to deal with all the people in January. That's it. Yeah.
So if you're a new person who's never been to a gym or never been to a workout session, probably don't join in January because it's gonna be super packed. Go in February.
I know.
Get the introductory rate in January and then start going in February, and then you'll be less people there to deal with. You don't have to fight with everybody for a machine. That was always I hated that when I was younger. You go to the gyms that we had, in our small towns. There wasn't enough machines, so you'd have to wait. And then when you'd ask somebody, and hey, I'm working out, don't talk to me. It's like, fuck you, man. It was always. I understand when you're in your groove and in your mindset, but don't be a dick about it.
Yeah, I always hated going to the gym because there's always that one guy that has 5 machines going at one time.
I know. I'm on a cycle. I'm on a circuit. It's like, fuck, but you got all these things around here? Yeah. Leave my dumbbells alone. Well, when are you going to get back to this? I'll be back in like 14 minutes.
14 minutes.
It's like, fuck.
Man. And there was always that one other dude that would he would do these weird ass exercises. And I remember one time this guy, I was sitting I was doing the chest exercise and I was doing a bench press. And this guy grabs the curling bars. Mm-hmm. And he starts doing doing the jumping jacks, but with the curling bars, he's pushing them out in front of him. And he's his arms are flying out everywhere, he's almost hitting a couple people while he's doing it, and he's just going all over the place.
What are you doing? Yeah.
I don't know what he was doing, but he was just oh, and he was doing it for a solid 5 minutes. He was in pretty good shape though.
Yeah, that's got to be good shape if you're doing that.
But he was all they're just going all over the place, and and people were all trying to get away from him because he was didn't even give a shit if he was gonna hit anybody, and
it's all dangerous. Yeah, too cool.
And he had this weird jumpsuit, and he was really tall and skinny, and he had this long hair with the headband, and he just looked like a weirdo. But man, and
there are some weird fucks there. Don't get me wrong. There's some people that what the fuck are you doing? You shouldn't be here. You should be working out at home or private gym or something because first of all, you don't know how to use these machines. There's a lot of people like that, and you can find a lot of YouTube people.
I like watching
those. Are
videos.
Funny. Those are funny. Yeah, some of the people trying to do too much. They think they're all cool, and some of the ones you see people. There's a reason why they're recording you secretly because they're seeing you use these machines incorrectly. Just you just watch the videos and you'll just see the people acting super asinine. And even if you don't know how to use machines, you know that what they're doing is wrong. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, the gyms are like I said, they're overpriced anyway. And then when you try and cancel, have you ever tried to cancel a gym membership?
Oh man,
there's lots of hoops to jump through, man. They won't let you go.
Well, a lot of the 24-hour gyms are pretty cheap now. I mean,
they are, but I'm saying if you want to cancel, man, you got to give blood and semen. And you gotta,
your firstborn child.
Yeah, you got to promise them, your next 4 paychecks. It's just bullshit. There's a lot of places like that. That's what I hate.
Yeah.
Is they really make it hard for you to quit. Like, it's easy to join. You just gotta sign a few like 2 papers and give me your credit card. That's it. But if you want to quit, man, you gotta you gotta get the governor to pardon you.
The governor to pardon you.
It's horrible, man. But at least talking about kind of going back to Star Wars. I want to jump into the movies. 'Cause I want to see some movies. You see that new Han Solo movie's coming out this year?
Yeah, I kind of want to see that.
I'll probably watch that. I mean, hopefully it's like Rogue One. Did you watch Rogue One?
Yeah, I thought Rogue One was a lot better movie than
Rogue One was really well done
than this one.
I feel like that's on par with episodes 4, 5, and 6 with the quality, the storyline. It was really good.
The only thing I didn't like, and it's a really small thing, is I didn't like the CG characters. Like I wish they would have just got a younger person that looked like him. What's his name?
General Moff Tarkin.
Yeah.
Or the Admiral.
Is it Admiral? I think it was Admiral.
Yeah. Yeah,
but,
Admiral.
Yeah, if they would have got somebody who just looked like him, was younger.
I got you.
I think because it was, to me, it was just too distracting, and the Princess Leia one at the end was kind of really distracting.
The Princess Leia one distracted me more. With Tarkin, it wasn't as much because it was more like dark scenes.
Yeah, like he
was in gray, or and it was dark in there, so I was able to kind of see past a little bit more. But with her, she's all white. It's a bright room. To me, that looked too.
Yeah, it looked too
CGI.
Cartoony. Yeah. I think because I tried watching it again because it's on Netflix, so I tried watching it again, and it distracted me even more like the second time.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's hard to take, but you know what? I'm not lying. There's a couple people I know that say that they couldn't tell the difference.
Really?
They didn't know he was dead. I had to tell them that he died like 20 years ago.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, they thought the CGI was that good. I'm with you. I'm a little bit more, anal about that, and to me, it's a little irritating.
Yeah.
But I don't think it bothers me as much as
like I said, it didn't.
The one with Leia.
It didn't kill the story or anything. It was just like one of those little days where it's just like. Eh.
Yeah, it was a little distracting, but the story was great. Rogue One's story was really good. It was really well done. It was really well written. Acting was good. Everything was on par. The storyline went along with the whole, Star Wars canon. It was great. They didn't try to reinvent anything. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that this new Han Solo one
will be a little bit like that.
Yeah, but what I've been reading, it sounds like it hasn't been too hot.
They've had some troubles on the set, I think.
They have, yeah. I guess the guy who's playing Han, they had to hire an acting coach for him after they've already been, shooting scenes. Mm-hmm. So that's not good. Yeah. The main actor can't act. That's no good.
That's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign. The main star in the porn movie can't get it up. It's
like, he's gonna be like old William Shatner talking.
I know. I think they want to do another Blade Runner. Is what I kind of heard.
They get like a
third one.
I never got to see that. The last one.
Last one was pretty good. It was long, but it was pretty good. I won't give any spoilers.
We have that local theater here, the Heritage.
Yeah.
And we went to go watch it, and the lady's like, "Well, we only got because it was pretty icy on the roads." Oh, and they were like, "Well, nobody came out to see the first showing, so we're gonna cancel the next one." So they gave us like 2 free tickets with popcorn and pop.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
And she's like, "Well, we're gonna so we're like we're gonna show it again on Thursday. Mm-hmm. So if you want to come back, then you could use the tickets." So we're like, "Okay." So the week goes by, Thursday comes around, so we go down there again, and the roads are icy again.
Oh, it's canceled.
So she's like, "Yeah." So she's like, "Sorry, it's canceled, but we'll give you 2 more tickets."
All right.
So now we
just keep coming back when it's icy.
So we got like 4 tickets with popcorn to pop to go watch the Eddie kind of movie where they have up next.
Nice.
That's coming up. Yeah. So we'll probably hopefully use those within the next month.
I think that there's also like jumping to Marvel that Black Panther's supposed to be coming out.
Is that? I saw the previous. I'm not too excited because I really don't know the character.
Neither do I. I'm having to catch up. Yeah. I'm having to catch up on all that. So, but everyone tells me he's supposed to be pretty good. He's supposed to be a badass. So.
Oh, is he?
I guess, yeah. So I'll probably check it out. I'll see what's up.
I might go see it.
Yeah. I don't know a lot of honestly comic book stuff.
Yeah,
that's not really my realm.
If the reviews are pretty good, I'll probably go watch it.
Yeah, it looks all right.
Well, it's about time for us to go.
Yeah, it is. It's getting late. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. It's having a good year so far.
Yeah, so next week we should be back to our regular stories and.
Yeah, hopefully this wasn't too boring for everyone. Hope not, because I enjoyed it. I think this is good. It's good, like little change.
Yeah, just little commentaries.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And hopefully we're gonna have a good 2018 and have a good time.
And we love all your fans out there who listen to us. We thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Really appreciate it.
And we'll have to take off, so we'll talk to you guys later. Stay strange.
All right, stay strange, everyone.
If you enjoy the show, please go to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you're listening, and please give us a good rating. If you want to share a story or have ideas for a future episode, you're welcome to visit us at www.thestrangepodcast.com. We look forward to hearing from you.